Mother, I had the dream again last night.
No, there'll be no...
It was... I woke up. The sheets were as cold as ice.
Too many people. My apologies. Can I help you? I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
Save yourself, and all the villagers will remember is that if you help the refugees, they may not love you.
All right. If the Inquisition sold... I'll see you at the crossroads. May I help you?
Are you running?
Yes. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather.
Goodbye.
Stay. May I help you?
I found some of the...
This is exactly what I needed. It's too dangerous to go hunting. Thank you. A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the herbs.
Thank you. Thank... A pleasure to see you again.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Before the magic took her.
For the first...
I don't want you
world?
talking to the rebels.
The
We're
deep...
normal
What if
folk. We keep our heads
you were
down and
her
let the
shrine
mages
lies
and
on
the
a hill.
Templars kill each
Stay.
other.
You don't even want me to say it, do you? Would you hate me that much if I were?
Please, are you with the Inquisition? As you've... Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's very special. If you could find...
What makes you...
Well, he's always brought the family luck.
your ram...
He's a very special ram.
Your ram...
Yes. I'm certain that if... He's likely... If you do find him and send him back...
I'll...
If you find...
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
Skip the pleasantries, you know why we're here. You came all the way to Val Royeaux to invite us.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Well, that's very strange, because someone who looked exactly like you spoke to me in Val Royeaux.
Exactly like me? I suppose it could be magic at work, but why would anyone... Whoever or whatever brought you here? The situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
Andraste's ass. I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done, and I've got nothing.
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Very well. Who is in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I'm here to get mages to close the breach.
Right, to business. I understand, of course. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
I'll take every mage you can give me.
There will have to be.
Felix. I'm so sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness, my lady.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Ooh, very mysterious.
There's no telling who or what will be waiting for us in that Chantry.
Only one way to find out.
Magister Alexius, many villagers have already left to escape his...
Farewell.
One moment. I am an alchemist. You must require potions.
We would be delighted.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good...
in peace, Herald of Andraste.
I have heard rumors of a way
What have your ears heard, Leliana? Anything new we don't already know about?
No, nothing.
Let's see what we have.
All right.
The Templars must help us close the breach. The Order was founded to fight magic.
We must first convince the Lord Seeker to bring the Templars out of exile.
We've received word from a knight recruit. They gather at Theronfall Redoubt.
It has been vacant for decades. Why go there?
We must approach the Lord Seeker again to get anywhere. We can ask him then.
If we present a plan to seal the breach, the Templars may ally with us. First, we must prove ourselves a more attractive prospect.
If it's status the Lord Seeker seeks, the Inquisition will approach him after allying with the noblest houses in Orlais.
They'll come with us to Theronfall and demand the Templars' help close the breach.
You believe that will work?
Even the Lord Seeker would find it difficult to ignore so many nobles on his doorstep.
Yes, especially when led by the Herald of Andraste. The Lord Seeker barely knows I exist. Rumors you were saved from the fate by Andraste have grown legion among the Templars.
We've done our part to encourage them.
A herald with a few companions may be dismissed, easily set aside. That same herald returning with noble support will be reconsidered, as will the power of the Inquisition. Isn't there the slightest chance the Lord Seeker will see my arrival as a threat?
Before, I would have thought he was a man of reason. Now, I could not say.
With respect, after his appearance in Val Royeaux, hang what the Lord Seeker thinks.
We do not need the Lord Seeker. We need his Templars, with or without his approval. The breach will not wait for our differences to settle.
Good news. Several noble Orlesian houses will petition the Templars to help us stop the...
The Herald of Andraste! Lord Esmerel Abernash, honored to participate. It is not unlike the second dispersal of the reclaimed Dales. Nothing? Divinity puts you above such things, I suppose. The Lord Seeker is willing to hear our petition about closing the breach. A credit to our alliance with the Inquisition. Care to mark the moment? 10 Orlesian houses walk with you.
No speeches. Just get me the chance to ask the Templars to help close the breach.
Ceremony has value. Herald. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you divulge what finally got their attention. Rumor will, if you won't.
What do you mean?
The Lord Seeker won't meet us until he greets the Inquisition in person. Quite a surprise after the spat in Val Royeaux.
The Inquisition got the attention of many nobles. The Lord Seeker probably wants to know how.
That may be so. I tried getting an audience by offering the man a duchy. A meeting is a meeting. Get his ear. See if you can't bend it to do something advantageous. Here we are. Verinfall Redoubt.
Oh, it screams. I hate fun and kick puppies, doesn't it?
It appears they've sent someone to greet you. Present well. Everyone is a little tense for my liking.
I'd invite this lot out for drinks later, but I'm afraid they'd annex the tavern.
The Lord Seeker changed his mind about us rather quickly. Is he known for that?
Attack of conscience? I hear they happen once or twice an age.
I present Knight Templar, Sir Delrin Barris, second son of Ban Jevrin Barris of Ferelden. Sir Barris, may I be so honored as to present Lord Esmeralda Abanage?
I'm the one who sent word to Cullen. He said the Inquisition works to close this breach in the Vale. I didn't think you'd bring such lofty company.
Paris. Moderate holdings, your family. And the second son?
This promise of status has garnered interest from the Lord Seeker. Beyond sense. The sky burns with magic, but he ignores all calls to action until your friends arrive.
Should a Seeker lead the Templars this way?
In an emergency, if there's no other recourse. But his goal should be to restore them to order.
He has taken command. Permanently.
If he feels there is a holy mandate.
That is what the Lord Seeker claims, and our commanders parrot him. The Lord Seeker's actions make no sense. He promised to restore the Order's honor, then marched us here to wait. Templars should know their duty, even when held from it.
How refreshing to meet a Templar who remembers his charge.
Win over the Lord Seeker, and every able-bodied knight will help the Inquisition seal the breach.
If you think we're right, abandon the Lord Seeker and help us.
We can't abandon our orders. Not while the officers who survived the Conclave follow him. We've been asked to accept much, after that shameful display in Val Royeaux. Our truth changes on the hour.
Don't keep your betters waiting, Barris. There's important work for those born to it.
The Lord Seeker has a request before you meet him. These are the standards. An honored right, centered on the people, the Maker, and the Order. The Lord Seeker asks that you perform the rite, so he may see the order in which you honor them.
What if I fail?
Well, there's no correct answer. The ritual simply shows Watchers who you are and what you value.
If the Lord Seeker wants to analyze the Inquisition, let him do it when we meet.
It's not only the Inquisition he is interested in. The Lord Seeker changed everything to meet you. Not the Inquisition. You. By name.
Why?
I don't know. He's been fixated on you ever since your horde of nobles arrived.
The Lord Seeker makes us shuffle flags around. Refuse! Let's meet the man already.
The Lord Seeker can't delay any longer, Barris. Take us to him.
The Lord Seeker's request about the rituals was...
Poor shit, my servants might say. Making you, and by extension me, do this busy work.
Right. The Lord Seeker can deal with this. Follow me.
It's necessary, you know. You don't run a battlefield by committee.
Without faith, you've no knights. You've... Knight Captain.
You were expecting the Lord Seeker. He sent me to die for you.
He is not well.
Knight Captain Denham, I brought the Inquisition's representatives. Will the Lord Seeker not see them?
So, this is the Herald of Change. You are why everything must be moved ahead.
Knight Captain Denham, I am expected by the Lord Seeker. Where is he?
Watching. Changing everything. The Lord Seeker had a plan, but the Herald ruined it by arriving with purpose. It sowed too much dissent.
Knight Captain, I must know what's going on.
You are all supposed to be changed. Now we must purge the questioning knights. The Elder One is coming. No one will leave Therenfar who is not stained red.
Maker's breath.
Is the Knight Captain alive?
Barely. If you use a healing elixir, he may survive. If he even deserves it.
We'll heal him. Let's judge the Knight Captain after we find his master.
The Knight Captain may have useful information.
Knight Captain's keys. I would question the Lord Seeker about this Elder One.
No Templars I've ever seen. And yet there seems no shortage here. Not what I want to think about.
They are monstrous.
You think?
It's horrible.
Here, let me try.
Prepare them. Guide them to me.
Was that the Lord Seeker?
Where? I do not hear anything.
Show me what you are. So much more! I would know you.
Turned into those things.
Herald of Andraste, it's time we became better acquainted. Come, show me what kind of woman you really...
Is this shape useful? Will it let me know you? Everything tells me about you. So will this. Watch.
Are you trying to tempt me or copy me?
Are you trying to copy me?
Being you will be so much more interesting than being the Lord Seeker. Do you know what the Inquisition can become? You'll see. When I'm done, the Elder One will kill you and ascend. Then I will be you.
End this pathetic nightmare, or fight me if you can.
A nightmare would be a pleasure compared to how I will learn of you. When I know enough to wear your face, your closest companions will be mine. Glory is coming, and the Elder One wants you to serve him like everyone else, by dying in the right way.
Keep talking then.
I am not your toy. I am Envy, and I will know you. Tell me, Herald, in your mind. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel.
Tell me what you see.
Our one chance to make peace between the mages and Templars, and now it's over.
Our enemies have surrendered unconditionally.
The Inquisition's strength rivals any kingdom in Venus.
Our reach begins to match my ambition, but we will strive for more. Is imitating what you can't...
Accusing. Trying to...
The Herald saved all of us. Our army can tear down a kingdom.
No force matches ours for strength.
Do you see how glorious the Inquisition will be after you die at the hands of the Elder One?
Your husband is helpless, hated. What happens to the hammer when there are no more nails?
What are you? Get out! This is my place!
Wait. Envy is hurting you. Mirrors on memories. A face it can feel but not fake. I want to help.
Why continue this, Envy?
Me? I'm Cole. I'm still... It's easy to hear, harder to be a part of what you're hearing, but I'm here. Envy hurt you, is hurting you. I tried to help, then I was here, in the hearing. It's not usually like this.
If you can explain this, I'm listening.
I was watching. I watch. Every Templar knew when you arrived. They were impressed, but not like the Lord Seeker.
The Lord Seeker is an envy demon. It wants to be me.
Yes. It twisted the commanders, forced their... Anyway, you're frozen. Envy is trying to take your face. I heard it and reached out. And then...
All right, Cole.
Yes, but I think you would die.
Then how do I evict?
All of this is envy. People, places, power. Being one person is hard.
So, if we keep moving in my head...
Maybe. I hope it helps. This way. Ideas are loud here. Make them louder. Think of water.
Think of water?
Yes.
That thing can't help you. I will see more. Betrayed allies will curse your name. Like the first Inquisition, you will bring blood and ruin and fear.
Unless you don't? You don't have
what
to.
Do you say to your crime?
None of this is real unless you let it be.
Have it.
Get out, thing! I am learning!
The people will turn...
I will clear their doubt.
Baron, do you confess to conspiring against the Herald of Andraste?
I confess nothing. The Inquisition took my land and turned out my family.
Then your son will be executed in the absence of a declaration.
It's dark, but it isn't real. Think of sparks. Keep going up. You're more you there than you are envy, and that tires it out.
Good, I think.
As Grand Chancellor of the Church, I hereby...
One without water. I wish the Herald would tell me what she wants.
I haven't seen enough.
The Chevaliers couldn't stop them?
There weren't enough of them, boy. Val Royaux, the Herald marches here next, bringing even more demons. Make anyone help us!
You wish to be difficult? Then see the legacy of the Inquisition. Its followers hosts to demons, your world ashes.
Going up.
What then?
You're making it hard for Emma to think. It'll probably come out soon. It's angry, but that's okay. So are you.
No!
Run! Almost there. Keep going up.
They say the Herald summoned these demons after Saint was murdered. And the
Almost there. Keep going up.
Unfair! Unfair! That thing kept you whole, kept you from giving me your shape! What could you gain from being me?
What could you gain? What? Ah! We'll start again. More pain this time. The Elder One still comes.
It's frightened of you.
Get out of...
The Lord Seeker!
No, an imposter.
That monster ensured we weren't prepared. I still don't know what we're up against.
Did anyone else see a young man appear beside me?
What young man?
Pale, strangely dressed, clearly faint touch.
I saw no one. The Lord Seeker was alone when you revealed his true nature.
It's an envy.
Envy? Then the Lord Seeker...
is caged or dead. Maker. It used the Red Lyrium to corrupt the Order, didn't it? They often give us new kinds of Lyrium, our commanders. Some use the Knights would have been next. That demon turned our leaders so we couldn't question when this started.
Will you keep blaming yourself?
Templar, what is envy?
A coward brother.
It studies, makes less mistakes.
We need our veterans. Our commanders have turned, but the lieutenants may... We'll hold the hall. You find the lieutenants and the uncorrupted Lyrium store. Show those things.
What's the plan, Sabak?
Envy's rare. But there's a few left who... With them and enough normal.
These Templars have just enough power to be dangerous to themselves and others.
We need Templar.
Glad to see Curly isn't the only Templar left who isn't crazy.
Free to pass. I hope you're what they...
back into the... Of course.
Here, let me try.
I hear fighting. We should return to the Great Hall.
The Elder One wants her dead. Empress Celine. He hates her, haunts her, wants her dead, but hides. Why? He hid other things too.
An assassination plot against the Empress?
I wonder why this Elder One wants her dead.
We should see if the Red Templars have attacked the Great Hall.
This must be the red lyrium the Lord Seeker gave the Templars.
The same kind we saw by the breach.
Here, the untainted lyrium Barris told us about.
the hall. Show them.
What's wrong?
Only an injury from the skirmish. Don't trouble yourself.
The Templars who have not fallen to the corruption fight bravely. I pray there is enough of the Order to save.
Thing was Commander Terriel. I can't. Good luck.
Just in time.
How many Red Templars have you fought?
Some broke through to siege the hall. More will come.
Herald, you live.
You bless us.
Just get...
5. Right. Keep them off us! We'll break this beast!
Red Templars, coming through the barrier. Back me up!
I touched so much of you. But you are selfish with your glory. Now I'm no one.
Dark and desperate. Death to make yourself alive. I used to be like you. I'm not anymore. You shouldn't be either.
would you gain from being me? Everything!
Herald, I sincerely apologize for losing countenance amidst the chaos. That was unfortunate. I do hope it won't affect our concord.
Don't worry, you're needed.
Wonderful.
Herald, Knight Templar Fletcher. Before he died, Sir Barris described how you revealed the demon with Andraste's holy light. We lacked vigilance. Our officers failed us. The rest of the Order was blind. If the Inquisition has use for us, we're ready to hear it.
If that thing hanging over our heads doesn't terrify you, you're braver souls than I. The Inquisition can't seal the breach on its own. We need the Templars' help. Everyone needs your help.
We shirked our purpose because we were afraid to question. I see that now. But our Order is without officers. We must rebuild what the traitors tore down.
There is no time. If the old order is too broken to stand, then become knights under the Inquisition. Serve us. Stop the breach and begin again without stain on your honor. That is our offer.
Templars, do we end the Order if it means we may fulfill the oaths we made on joining it? The Order is disbanded. We will serve under the Inquisition to stop this breach. We will join you. Templars know how to serve. Just be sure your Inquisition is ready for new arrivals.
We'll be ready for anyone willing to throw their hat in with us.
You disbanded the Templar Order on the Inquisition's authority.
You did not see what they had done, Commander.
You and their herald fought bravely, but that decision should have been the Inquisition's, not yours alone.
We still need to prepare for them. I have contacts in the lyrium trade. Regular lyrium.
If you'd be so kind as to put me in touch with them, I'll secure funding. How many Templars are expected? A few dozen veterans are coming ahead of the rest to help seal the breach.
How soon until these veterans arrive?
They're almost here. Templars don't like to be late.
Wait!
I came with you to help. I would have told you before, but you were busy.
That's fine, Cole. You just startled us, appearing out of thin air.
I wasn't air. I was here. You didn't see me. Most people don't until I let them.
Call the guards. This creature is not what you...
A moment, please, Cassandra. I would like to hear why he came.
You help people. You made them safe when they would have died. I want to do that. I can help.
Cole saved my life in Theronfall. I couldn't have defeated Envy without him.
But what does he want now?
I think he really is trying to help.
I won't be in the way. Tiny, no trouble, no notice taken unless you want them to.
You're not honestly suggesting we give him run of the camp?
Not freely, perhaps, but it seems a waste to... Hold on.
Where did he go?
It's a good trick. You get used to it.
We must see if he can teach it to anyone else. I'll have people watch the boy. But let's not be distracted from the breach.
We'll need your help when the Templar veterans arrive. Take time to prepare while you can.
So the Templars will put their powers to use, sealing the breach. Any group corrupted by a demon must be watched carefully. At least they know how to fight.
I expected an apostate mage would hate Templars.
They have flaws, but I try to understand them. You cannot change anything without understanding.
You're a surprising person, Solus.
This campaign promises to be full of surprises. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again with the Templars. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront. Greetings.
What do you know?
What would you like to know? Good. What can I do for you?
I'd like to know more about...
Why?
You're an apostate, yet you risk...
Not the wisest course of action.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Solus.
I'm sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, but as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
Did spirits try...
No more than a brightly colored fruit is to... I learned how to defend myself. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. It was...
I gather you didn't...
No.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
Is this why you joined?
I joined the Inquisition because we were... If our enemies destroy the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head.
Ah.
Inquisitor, that is why I joined, not why I stayed.
I wish you...
Thank you. In truth.
How so?
You train your will to control magic and withstand possession. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
Indomitable focus?
Presumably. I have yet to see it dominated. I imagine that the sight would be... fascinating.
You said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the Fade. Dream in ancient ruins, and you may see a city lost to history. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, the best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
I've heard the stories.
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Kaelin fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to...
And you can't tell which is...
It is the Fade. They are all real.
Have you always trapped...
Not at all. I have built spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient... Spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
I don't know of any spirits by those names.
They rarely seek this world. When they do, their natures do not often survive exposure to the people they encounter. Wisdom and purpose are too easily twisted to pride and desire.
You're saying that you became friend?
They were not demon.
Meaning?
The Fade reflect, and if your mind is free of corrupting influences...
I'm impressed.
Anyone who could... Yet, because they... Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
You have an interesting way of looking at the world, Solus.
I try. And that isn't quite an answer.
I look forward to helping you make new friends.
That should be... well...
That isn't quite an answer either. We'll talk later.
Goodbye. What can I do for you?
We'll...
Goodbye.